You know what this is? Of course you do. But do you know what this is? It's called cryptocurrency. In our lifetime, we'll see it replace this. It's already happening right under our nose. This is what's happening country by country as we speak. What you're seeing is the world paper currency being converted into Bitcoin. You may be old enough to remember this.
Remove the telephone jack and plug it into this box here, the modem. I then take another wire from the modem and plug it in where the telephone was. I can then switch on the modem. It's now telling me to phone up the main Prestel computer.
So it's a very simple connection to make.
Extremely simple. I'm now waiting for the computer to answer me. And
things are starting to happen.
Things are starting to happen.
Why did you buy a computer?
Well, I was very interested in the new technology and didn't want to be left behind. I don't think it's only for the youngsters at school now. I think us older ones will have to learn a lot about it.
What is internet anyway?
Internet is that massive computer network, the one that's becoming really big now.
What do you mean? That's big. How does one? What do you write to it like mail?
No, a lot of people use it and communicate. I guess they can communicate with NBC writers and producers. Allison, can you explain what internet is?
And just like that, what the computer did to the typewriter, soon all paper currency will be replaced by digital. Just as it did this to this. Do you see a pattern here? And so, this may be your last and only time because of the digitizing of the world currency to become ultra wealthy. This fast and as easy. You know how Bill Gates became one of the wealthiest men in the world? Most people think it was because of this, when it was really because of this. 80% of Bill Gates' wealth come from stock outside of Microsoft. So what does this, and this all have in common? They're all assets, things that appreciate, opposed to things like this that depreciate because they keep making more and more of them. Do you know what the average home sold in this neighborhood in 1950? This. Today, the same homes in the same neighborhoods sell for this. Think about this for a second. Every house and building you see, someone owns. Every single one. And some own more than one. Imagine your life if you owned just this much property. How about this much? This piece of art was once valued at zero. As a matter of fact, Van Gogh didn't sell his first painting until after he died. Not too long ago, that painting sold for over $80 million. Assets appreciate because there was a cap, a limited amount. In Bitcoin, like land, stock, and fine art, there is a limited amount. 21 million Bitcoins to be exact, and soon they'll be sold out. Then, like stock, Bitcoin will begin to split. One Bitcoin can be split into 1 million bits. And because of that, if you were to begin acquiring as much Bitcoin as you possibly could before it starts to split, virtually overnight, you could have created a dynasty of wealth for you and your legacy. Before that happens, you'll see Bitcoin hit $1 million per coin. Don't believe it? Neither did this guy. Steve Jobs' business partner. He didn't think Apple stock would be worth anything, so he sold it for $800. Today, that stock he sold is worth around $60 billion. There's a great saying that you can't stop progress. Just as vinyl records couldn't stop becoming obsolete by digital media, neither will paper currency be able to stop its replacement by digital currency. You may have missed investing into land when it was up for grabs, fine art before the value went up because you're too young when that happened. However, you may also have missed out on investing early in the tech startup companies like Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and the digital music pioneers like Apple before they became popular. And that's no one's fault but your own. Hey, maybe you didn't have the cash on hand, or maybe you were just too distracted to see what's going on while focusing on trying to make a living for yourself. Or maybe you're just this kind of person. Luckily for you, you've got another shot at it with digital currency, because there isn't going to be another land grab 2.0, or a second internet, or another media migration. Those opportunities to become wealthy with a single swipe of a few bucks from your bank account are long gone now. It's now time to be in on digital currency. That should be your one and only focus right now. The conversion from paper currency to digital currency is only going to happen one time and one time only. Perhaps the last digital conversion of our lifetime. Until, of course, they can figure out a way to digitize food. which means cryptocurrency is possibly the last big opportunity for the average person to become rapidly ultra wealthy for doing nothing more than just owning the asset. If you miss this one, you may possibly lose out on the only real opportunity to ever become wealthy in your lifetime, and you'll have no one to blame but yourself. If you do want to become ultra wealthy, then it's critically imperative to begin acquiring as much cryptocurrency as you possibly can, starting immediately. And we've got a way for you to begin doing that using just your computer while you sleep. There are some things that are too good to be true, just ask this guy. And so, if you're ready to become wealthy, then we'd like to show you one of them. To discover the most legitimate, fastest, and safest way in existence today to begin accumulating and storing digital currency in 3 easy steps, simply enter your info in the box below and view a short online presentation now. I'll see you on the next page.